everyone. Today we are going to be going over how to clean a bathroom with Teddy.
I'm Teddy.
We are going to be following the Done For You SOP that I have created for the bathroom, step by step. If you want these for your own home, I will leave the link below. But I have them step by step how to clean stuff for the kids so that they can never say again, oh, I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
Right, Ted?
Yeah. That's true.
Okay, so step number one is Ted is going to squirt the toilet bowl cleaner around the rim of the toilet. And we're going to just let that sit while he cleans the rest of the bathroom. And he'll go back to it in a minute. So he's squirting the toilet bowl cleaner all the way around.
I go around once and then back the other way.
Okay.
It's most efficient.
So it gets perfectly covered. Very good. Now we're going to spray and wipe down the toilet.
I use disinfectant wipes, but spraying and wiping is just as effective.
That's right. So the way that we do this is we start at the top and work our way down. So Ted's going to do that now. Starting at the top, making sure to get the handle, because that's a hot spot for germs. Then down the top of the lid, he gets around those little hinges really well. That's also a hot spot. Now he's going to get another wipe.
I squeeze the juices out because if you pour that in the toilet, it gets rid of that line, the water line, really well.
Cleaning juices.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do the top of the toilet seat.
If you're spraying and you spray the whole toilet, spray this part along with this, because when you're spraying, this stuff will get into the middle and you won't have to waste like a spray on that.
Great tip, Ted. Ted has been doing bathrooms for how many years now?
Like 2 or 3.
2 or 3. So he knows what he's doing. You have to really get in those cracks and crevices.
Yeah, those are hot spots for sure.
We have found that whenever you have a stinky bathroom, a lot of times it's those hinges.
They're the very bottom by the floor.
Yeah, that's right. Ted has learned how to be very, very thorough. With 8, well, I guess 9, including Daddy, with 9 males in the house, we have to be thorough with our bathrooms. So now he's just getting around the base of the toilet on both sides. And then once he finishes the base, he's going to take the wipe and he's going to press his finger between the base of the toilet and the floor, because that is another disgusting place.
Yeah. And this is a spot I like to go around twice.
Extra thorough. Thanks, Ted.
Just because if I do it once, my mom will come in and she'll do it and magic stuff comes back. So I do it twice so that...
Yes, Ted has learned that my inspections are pretty strict. Okay, great. So now Ted is going to spray the sink and the countertop and wipe that off.
Wipe it.
Right, or he uses the wipes. That's his preferred method. So he's going to wipe off the countertops, paying special attention around the faucet fixtures and the creases of the sink, which this sink actually does not have a crease, but we have some that actually do. So he's going to go ahead and take that off. Ted, now that you've been doing bathrooms for so often, do you feel like you could do them in your sleep?
I've done it with my eyes closed a few times. And you haven't noticed, so I don't know if that counts.
It does. We talk about building fluency in the Smart Kids chore system, and that is one of the benefits of fluency, is that you learn to do the chores so well and so efficiently that you could do them with your eyes closed if you needed to.
With the counter, the middle of the counter, if you have like a 2 sink part, I do the counter with 1, which is kind of dry. So then when I'm done with the other sink, I go back over it just to make sure nothing gets left out. And then I take hair out separately because you cannot get it up with paper towels or disinfectant wipes.
Ah, another one of those things that you learn just from having to do them every single day.
Over time, yeah. And go back over this, and then I do this every other time because it doesn't really need to be done every single time.
Very nice.
And then sometimes stuff will fall back onto the very back, so go back over that.
Very good. Okay, next on the list, I have down to look at the walls and the door. Does anything need to be sprayed and wiped? The walls and the door look good to me, but what doesn't?
The mirror.
The mirror. So Ted's gonna do that real quick.
I never found a disinfectant wipe for the mirror, so I just use paper towels.
Yeah.
But you have to be very careful because the reason I don't like using paper towels is sometimes dust will get from the paper towel on whatever you're cleaning. The mirror only needs 2 paper towels. Fold it up. And then I do the bottom and then work my way back up. I'm going down. Those spots are gonna need to sit.
Yeah, you might need to spray that again.
And then if you're doing the mirror, make sure you go all the way to the edge because that will keep paper towel dust from getting on the middle of the mirror.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm learning something new today too.
I think I might need a squeegee at one point.
Well, I told Ted, I actually informed Ted last week that he's actually going to be graduating out of bathrooms within the next month. So
Yeah.
you might not need that squeegee after all, Ted.
Someone else will though.
Someone else might. You're going to need another paper towel to wipe that
That's true.
mirror off.
I'll get it back out once.
Okay.
It's set. So now,
Okay, so next on the list is sweeping the floor.
which I open up, I put everything away off the floor, like stuff that was on the counter. Usually like stuff is on the counter that goes in the drawers. So I just put it back in the drawers. The only thing that really belongs on the counter is the soap. So then I'll open up both doors because we share this bathroom, which
Yep.
is kind of annoying sometimes. But
Yes, I need to move out of the way.
you can sit there, I can do it with one. So then I move the location of the dustpan because I don't want to put it on the clean counters and stuff. So I'm gonna
Nice touch.
move everything back to get around the base of the toilet and kind of behind it. Angle the broom a little bit to get behind the toilet because you're not, unless you have a really thin broom, you're not going to be able to fit it all back there. Grab everything. Sometimes there's like paper towels and toilet paper hiding behind like the plunger if you have one or the brush. So make sure you get all that.
So thorough.
And now that we have that, I'm going to put everything back nicer than I found it because moms appreciate that. So now that over this whole area right here is clean, I can put the dustpan there for the rest of the time.
Sorry, ladies, Ted is not available to adopt as your son, but he will be eligible for marriage in less than 10 years, so.
Sure. And then make sure to get under the counter a couple of times.
Very nice. Oh, look at that. Yep.
Because you can't see it unless you bend over.
Ted, how many kids do you share this bathroom with?
Well, there's 2 kids that only take showers in here, but me, younger brother, 2 sisters, and then 2 kids that take a shower, so 6.
Yeah, that's a lot of kids in one bathroom.
Hey, Ted.
Yes,
Hold on,
ma'am.
Ted is filming the video. Beat it.
You want help? So then I close one door at a time, making sure to get everything behind the
All
door.
those corners.
And then every once in a while I'll actually like spray or wipe the corners because they get built up.
Yes, they do.
Except for the shower because there's too much build up there for it's permanent.
Yeah, that's a more.
And then do you want to step in
In-depth
and
job.
then come here so that you can
Yep.
film this?
Ted's trying to get me out of his way so he can mark
No,
this
because
off
if I
his
shut
list.
this door, then you won't be able to film. Stop that guy. And then- So I'm going a little slower so that you can see on better with camera, but once you do this consistently for about a month, I can get these done. All 3 bathrooms that I do in under 20 minutes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So now we have that little-ish pile. So a trick for putting stuff in the dustpan is hold the broom on your shoulder, because I've had to teach a lot of kids in the house how to wipe up stuff with dustpans.
Very good.
And then now there's nothing there where it was, as you can see. So now I can put this in the trash.
Excellent.
And now we can do the fun part, which is figure out which way this goes on, number 1. Now I'm gonna do the toilet.
Okay, before you do that, on the list we have to check for toilet paper supply for at least 1 extra roll. So
I did that before we came up
yeah,
here.
you brought it up, so it's there. Why don't you go ahead and put one of those on the thing,
Yeah. I always bring 2 up at a time. And then sometimes what I'll do is if I know toilet paper is gonna be empty, just because I use this bathroom and some of the other ones, I will put the rolls on the broom because our toilet paper's downstairs like that, and I'll just carry it up.
So many tips and tricks today. Okay, before you move on to the toilet, why don't you go ahead and finish wiping off the mirror?
I want that to stay even longer.
Oh, he wants it even longer. Okay, well, I'm not gonna mess with the master here. So next, Ted's gonna go ahead and use the toilet brush to scrub the inside of the toilet. He let that toilet bowl cleaner sit on there for long enough that it should have done most of the work.
And then, if you're like me, you're gonna have one angle that you're better at scrubbing than the other, just because of your right-handed or left-handedness. And if you're ambidextrous, then you are the perfect person for the bathrooms, and you will never leave.
And Ted, what does ambidextrous mean?
Right and left-handed, doesn't even
Gotcha.
matter. So, yeah. And then make sure to use this grip to get inside the top. If you don't have one, because we used to have one, it's really hard, but just kind of use the back and get all the way up there.
Very nice.
And then make sure to get the hole where the water goes really well around it too. Now I flush. I do this, that all the water gets off, and then if there's like stuff left on, I can put it in the stream of water going down. And then I always pick this up because there's always water that likes to drip. Put it back.
Looks like we may have a clog there. We won't film unclogging that.
That's another video for another time.
Another video for another day. That's right.
More content. And then I grab this, grab 2 more, put that back, put them up. I'm gonna fold this one up again. And then, yeah, it's coming off way better now. There we go. Wipe everything to the side because there's dust. And then you know it's good when it's squeaky clean and you can't see anything.
There we go.
And then don't be scared to use a little bit of elbow grease. It won't look perfect, but it'll be done. And done is better than perfect. So.
That's right. See, Ted even knows.
And now the bathroom looks better than when we came in.
Much better, and it smells better too. Thank you, Ted, so much for demonstrating how to properly clean a bathroom. Again, I will leave the link for SOPs, for Done For You SOPs, down below. They come in several different colors, and I even have 2 different versions with graphics on it for your kids who might not be readers yet. So thanks for tuning in, and we will have more cleaning tips with Teddy in the future.
Can't wait.
See everybody later. Bye.